Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my February Shop My Stash. I'm going to go through all of the makeup that I was using from Shop My Stash for January and then I will be showing you what I am going to be using during February. I do my Shop My Stash I weigh my products when they first enter Shop My Stash, and then I tally how many times I use each product during the month, and then I give you the weight at the end of the month. And the reason why I started doing this was because I realized back last year when I was doing Shop My Stash that some of my products in Shop My Stash were being used during the month and other products weren't being used, and I wanted to see if there was any pattern to that. Is there certain products that I don't tend to use in Shop My Stash, and why that might be. And I also wanted, the reason why I weighed the products as well, is I wanted to see how much difference Shop My Stash was actually doing to my overall collection, because the point of Shop My Stash is to be able to rotate through products in my makeup collection, so I'm not completely focused on project panning items, because in previous years I've been so focused on my project pans that the rest of my collection pretty much got ignored. So Shop My Stash came in last year so that I could rotate through my collection, but this year I'm actually weighing each product when they come in and then weighing them at the end of the month when they leave Shop My Stash, just to see how much difference Shop My Stash is actually doing to these products. So with all that being said, let's get into it. So the first item I brought in for January was the Beauty Bay Glow Filter Primer. So this came in at 41.49 grams. I used it 8 times and it now weighs 40.61 grams. So almost a gram's worth of use in that. I did stop using this about halfway through the month, as I brought in a plethora of primers in another project pan. So I did stop using this one for half of the month. The next one is very exciting. It is my e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. This came in at 48.34 grams. I used it 12 times. Yes, 12 times. And it now weighs 46.37. But that is not the exciting part. The exciting part is I hit pan. Look at it, look at that pan. I was going to film this video a couple of days ago, but I even got ready and everything. But then when I used this, I hadn't hit pan at that point. When I used it, I realized I could literally, I hadn't actually hit pan on that day, but I could literally see daylight through the product. And I knew I was only 1 or 2 more uses away from hitting pan. So I have actually delayed this video until I hit pan, and there it is. There's the pan. Whoop whoop. So does Shop My Stash make a difference? Yes, yes it does. So that is that product. Next I have my Collection Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation. This came in at 109.58 grams and I have used it 6 times. And well, I say I use it 6 times. So the thing is I am mixing this with another foundation into a little pot like this. So I was making tally marks every now and again, but I wasn't persistent in making those tally marks and saying that I've used this foundation. But basically I've done a couple of mixes. I think I've made the mixture about 3 or 4 times during the month. Anyway, it has gone from 109.58 grams to 104.09 grams. Do take into account though that there is still some of that concoction left in that little tub. So not all of that has actually physically been used up this month. The next item is my NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This came in at 21.59. I used it 3 times and it now weighs 21.37. The reason why this didn't get used very often is because I have another concealer in a different project pan, and that one is like, I need to finish the other concealer this year. No matter what, it has to be finished this year, because it's that Rimmel kind and free concealer that is free from all the chemical thingy things, and I'm fully aware that those types of products do go bad quicker than other more chemically products. So that one is, the other one is my like need to focus in on, and this one was only just used every now and again, so that's why it didn't get too many uses, but I'm happy for some use. The next one is my Collection Last Imperfection Sheer Loose Powder. This is an illuminating one. It came in at 50.48 grams. I used it 8 times, and it now weighs 48.03. I really like that powder, actually. I do really like it. The next item is my MAC Cream Blush. This came in at 13.83. I used it 8 times. I really like this. It is a very sticky blush though, so I have to be really careful as to what I'm applying over the top of it. But it's now leaving at 13.28 grams, so almost 0.5 of a gram there used. Next is my Physicians Formula Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer. This came in at 54.56. I only used it 3 times, and it now weighs 54.43. I did notice that my cheek products, or my bronzer products, my bronzer, blush and highlighter products were not used very frequently because I have those products in project pans, and I have some lofty goals with my project pan items this year, and so these were literally used simply because it was like, oh, they're in Shop My Stash, I need to use them. So yeah, I did notice that this month. Same again with my blusher that I had in. This was the Collection Soft Glow Blusher. I really like this blush. I think this might be a dupe for Rocketeur. It gives me those vibes. It gives me that feeling. So I think this might be my Rocketeur dupe. I really do like it though. It came in at 17.73. I did only use it 3 times, and it now weighs 17.54. So nice, very, very nice. The highlighter I only used once. Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. Only used once. So it went from 13.47 to 13.44. So yeah, I did notice that the cheek products especially, I did not use. Okay, another product that I didn't use very much. I used it once and I was like, I don't like this, and I'm not sure if I want to keep this. This is the W7 II Captain Liquid Eyeliner in black, or blackest black, one of the two. So it weighed 9.98 grams, and it now weighs 9.97 grams because I only used it the once. I don't like the applicator. I really, really don't. It's a bit stiff for me. I think I much prefer a softer brush. This is quite a hard brush. There's no give in it. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to get rid of it or keep trying with it. But you know, we'll see. Okay, the eyeliner I do like though is my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in Bourbon, and this one came in at 6.35 grams. I used it 4 times and it now weighs 5.97 grams. The Essence eyeliner in Olive You, it came in at 4.61 grams. I used it twice and it now weighs 4.57 grams. I love this colour. Love this colour. The NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, I'm going to admit to this, I pulled this into a project pan and then completely forgot that it was in Shop My Stash. So I only used it the once, but I think I used it in regards to the other project pan. It might have even just been a swatch of it. But it came in at 12.84 and it now leaves at 12.82 with just that one use. So yeah, I think that one use was probably a swatch, to be honest. But this is going back into my project pan drawers because it's been pulled into a project pan. Next item, I forgot how much I loved this colour. So this is my Natasha Denona eyeshadow in the shade Sense. This comes from the Zendo palette and it is stunning. So this came in at 12.36 grams. I only used it once and it leaves at 12.30 grams. I think I might have used it twice. I'm sure I used it twice. But yeah, I love this colour. That's why I bought the Zendo palette. I didn't need to because I had the colour that I liked. But we live and we learn. The Maybelline Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze. This came in at 49.94. I used it once and it leaves at 49.87. I have swirled this around and repressed it. It's a beautiful colour, absolutely stunning, really makes your brown eyeshadows really pop. That's what I like to use my cream eyeshadows for, to give eyeshadows, powder eyeshadows, a bit more of a base to them, and it really makes them stand out. Know what that was? Anyway, so my e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow in the shade Aurora. I did only use this once, and mainly because I went, oh, I haven't used you this month. Oh, okay, I better use you. It is drying up. It is drying up. I'm beginning to realise it is getting dry in there. It's getting difficult to pick it up. Yeah, I think this might be on its way out. But this came in at 21.15, used it the once, and it now weighs 21.07. I might see if I can put some Duraline in there just to liquefy it up a bit more, because I really do like that colour. The next is my Glisten Cosmetics Split Eyeliner in Olive Tree. The eye look I created with this and then this, I loved it. I posted it on my Instagram, so you may have seen it. It looks a mess now because I swirled my brush in it and then I thought there was too much water in it, so I went to dab a tissue on it. Tissue got stuck to the product, so it looks a little bit of a mess, but oh my god, when you swirl these two colours together, they make the most gorgeous colour. I loved it. I loved it so much. I really want more of these. I really want more of these, but I'm on a no buy, so you know. But anyway, that was came in at 7.84. I used it once and it now leaves at 7.76. My Revolution eyeshadow palette in Everlasting, this green thing. I was hoping that I could hit pan in this shade during the month, using it to set my eye base, but I ended up using another palette instead for the majority of the month because I'm trying to hit pan in that for a project pan. So it didn't get as much use as I wanted it to, but I did use this palette when I used this and the Glisten Cosmetics eyeliner as well. So I did use it a couple of times. So it came in at 87.42 grams. I used it twice and it leaves at 87.30 grams. So some good use there. Then this door. When I pulled this into Shop My Stash, I had every intention of getting to the end of the month and going, yeah, the quality of this has gone. It's irritating my eyes, it's really dusty, and there's a lot of kick up, and I'm not really I'm not interested in keeping it. I love this palette. This is my I Heart Makeup chocolate orange palette. I Heart Makeup hasn't been in production since, oh God, what was the year? What was the year? 2000 and what? 2018. I think this went out. I think this was released in 2018. It is 6 years old. It should not be performing the way that it is still performing. Okay, I'm going to say this to you. Makeup Revolution might have duped a lot of palettes and got a lot of hate for it, but the quality is there. The quality is there. This shade here, I love this shade. I fell in love with this shade alone. Just the whole tone of this palette. This looks like it's an orange brown palette, but it's not. It's got like that pinky, mauvey, dusky rose sort of tones to it. So it's not an orangey brown palette. It's a dusky rose orangey brown palette. It's just, look, I love it. And I'm not unhauling it. I'm not decluttering it, as I thought I might. So it came in at 195.08. I used it 3 times and it leaves at 194.87. It's not leaving. It's staying in my collection. I love it. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's going nowhere. Then to my lip liners, I have my Sleek lip liner in Raspberry. It came in at 5.21. I used it once and it leaves at 5.22. It's gone up. I don't know, discrepancy in my weighing scales. I have no idea. But the W7 lip liner in brown, this came in at 3.26. I used it 7 times. So you can tell what lip colour I was wearing. And it leaves at 3.05. So yeah, lots of brown eye looks for the month of January, and because I was panning a particular look, and so a lot of brown lips as well. Talking of brown lips, I have my mini MAC lipstick in Whirl. Love this shade. I do have a full size as well, so which is why I'm trying to pan this. So this came in at 9.18 grams. Look, I've got it marked as 3 times, but I have this in a little bag on my bedside table, and so during the day I use this to reapply. So God knows how many times I've actually used it, but it's now leaving at 9.09 and it's going back in that little baggie so I can keep reapplying during the day. My Clinique Bare Pop lipstick. Oh, I went posh then, didn't I? My Clinique lipstick in Bare Pop, which was what I was trying to say. This came in at 13.43. I've used it 4 times. Yes, 4 times for a lipstick I barely like. And it leaves at 13.35. Do you know what I've discovered about this lipstick? So, okay. I don't like this. This is granny lips. This really is granny lips. It's granny colour, right? It's what my grandma wore, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't like it on its own on my lips. It's just not my thing. It's a sheen, like a pinky brown sheen. Not my thing. However, with liquid lipsticks, because their thing is, you know, they literally suck the life out of your lips because they dry. I like to put a lipstick on underneath a liquid lipstick, just as a kind of barrier between my lips and the liquid lipstick, because that then stops the liquid lipstick from sucking the life out of my lips. And I've been using like a MAC lipstick or a Revolution lipstick or any other lipstick, but the lipsticks that I like, I realized I could use the one that I don't like because it's going to be hidden underneath the liquid lipstick, so I'm not, like, it's not going to be seen. So why am I using the lipstick that I do like when I could be using a lipstick I don't like. I got this in a set. I didn't buy this particularly of its own. It came in a set with some other things. So yeah, that's how I'm going to use this. So I might actually keep this in Shop My Stash just to use with liquid lipsticks, so that if I don't know, it's my lipstick drawer is right at the top here, so I can always grab for it if I'm wearing a liquid lipstick, so it doesn't have to stay in Shop My Stash. So I'll put it back in my drawers. But yeah, I am going to start using this underneath liquid lipsticks because I use it as a barrier. So yes, I found a use for a lipstick I don't like. See, you can find ways to use anything. That's what I like about Project Panners. We find a product that we don't like in our collection. We go, oh, I don't actually like that. How else can I use it? And it's great. Next thing is my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. Talking of liquid lipsticks, this came in at 20.21. I used it once and it leaves at 20.20. Next I have my e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine. So this is in the shade Delightful. Came in at 15.72. I've used it 11 times. I probably used it more than that, but forgot to note it down because I applied this just before I start doing my makeup, so that by the time I actually get to my lips, which is the thing that I do last on my makeup routine, my lips are nicely moisturized. But it now leaves Shop My Stash at 15.51, so very happy with that. My brow gel, which is always in Shop My Stash, but I like to keep an eye on the weights through the month. So this is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. It's only a travel size mini one. This came in at 11.56. I've used it 10 times and it now leaves at 11.36. So 0.2 of a gram used during the month. So that is going to go back into Shop My Stash. And the NYX glitter glue again always stays in Shop My Stash, but I want to keep an eye on how much I'm using it during the month, because these kinds of things can sit in your collection for years without you realizing that you haven't touched it for a long time. So NYX glitter glue came in at 11.76. I have used it, but I haven't noted down how many times I've used it because it is leaving ending the month at 11.72, but is not leaving Shop My Stash because it just stays in the little Shop My Stash makeup holder drawer set thing every month, because those are the things that I'm constantly using. Same as my mascara. I'm currently using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. So that is also staying in Shop My Stash. But I haven't taken the weights of that. I probably should, but I don't. So that is my January Shop My Stash wrap up. So I am going to go into my drawers, shop my stash, and then be back with you for what I am bringing in for February. Okay, so I am back. So let's get started. So for my primer, I'm just going to bring in the one. Yes, the one. So I'm going to bring in this travel size e.l.f. Power Grip primer with the 4% niacinamide. I've got quite a bit of usage on this, so I'm hoping that I could get that out this, well, not finish this month, but maybe if I can get to where the F is in e.l.f. But maybe if I can get to the F in e.l.f., that would be really nice. For foundation, I picked the MAC Studio Water Weight foundation. This is a really nice foundation, and I'm sure that me and my husband will be doing something for Valentine's Day. So keeping that in mind, I knew I wanted some nicer makeup for that. So yeah, this is a really nice lightweight coverage, so I thought this would be nice to bring in. For concealer, I'm bringing in the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair Beige. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing this one in. I am flying through this quite quickly because I'm aware the video is going to get too long. I'm going to bring in my collection pressed powder. This came out of a project pan where the goal was to hit pan. I hit a major pan in it. So now I want to try and get this finished sooner rather than later. So I'm going to bring it into Shop My Stash to see how much more use I can get from it. So that's that. Moving on to blush, bronzer and highlighter. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to be bringing in my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. This is in the shade, is it Summer Fridays? Yeah, Summer Fridays. So it is this shade here. Actually, I'll open it up so you can see. So it's that shade there. Yeah. Woo! I'm gonna see how much damage I can do to that. For my cream blush, I'm bringing in the Flower Blush Bomb in the shade Pinched. This was given to me by Ruth. So yeah, I want to try and get some use out of that this month. For powder, bronzer and blush, I'm bringing in this. This is my Benefit Hoola Secret Oasis Bronze and Blush Duo. I got this for Christmas. And it has a Hoola Light and a Willa. And Willa is meant to have replaced Rocketeur. So this is supposed to be a Rocketeur dupe or replacement. And Rocketeur is my favourite Benefit shade of blush. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving this a try and seeing if it is that Rocketeur shade that I have been craving ever since I finished Rocketeur 2 years ago. So yeah, so I'm bringing that in. I'm very excited to play with that. And for the highlighter, I'm bringing in my Wet n Wild highlighter in Blossom Glow. Yeah, this is stunning, so pretty. So I want to try and get as much use out of that as possible. Moving on to lips. Let's go to lips. Your lips, your lips, your lips, your lips. Okay. So for lipstick, I'm bringing in this NYX Mini that I got in my advent calendar for Christmas last year. So this is the NYX lipstick in the shade Cans. It is a matte lipstick and there is that much. And I have swatched all of the shades out already. So it's this top shade here. So I want to get some use out of that. Then I have this Revolution Lippy Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon in the shade Rosé. So it is this here. And this is this second shade here. That's one of my favourite shades of lipstick, so I can see no problem using that one. Then I thought I would go for a bit more of a neutrally brown sort of colour. So I went with, again, another NYX lipstick that came out of my NYX advent calendar. This is the Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream in the shade Teddy Fluff. And it is this shade here. Bit patchy there, but I'm sure I'll work it out better when I put it on my lips. Then for a lip gloss, I recently, well not recently, just before the new year, got this as a free gift with purchase. The Revolution Ceramide Lip Swirl Lip Gloss in the shade, well, clear. I have said before I don't understand clear lip glosses. When I picked this up as a free gift, I thought it might have like a bit of a pink sheen. I haven't swatched this one out, sorry. Mainly because it says it's clear. So yeah, it is clear. Absolutely clear. There's no pink tinge to it. Well, a slight pink tinge to it. So it is there. Can you see a pink tinge to it? Sort of. There's sort of a pink tinge to it. But I recently had to unhaul or declutter a Revolution lip sort of serum from my collection because it had gone bad and it actually broke me out. So I want to get some use on this before that happens this time round. And then I have two lip liners. The first one is my W7 Lip Twister, and this is in the shade, is it in pink? Yeah, pink. So it is this one here. So that's that one. And then I have my Sleek lip liner in Shabby Chic, and that is this one. So I thought they would go with those lip products nicely. And we're going all pinks for February, of course. And then for my lip balm, I'm not looking forward to this, guys. I've picked out my Sephora Moisturizing Lip Balm. This is in the lychee, I think that's how you pronounce it, formula, flavor, scent, I don't know. The reason why I'm not looking forward to this is because I had the lip scrub in a project pan and I hated it. It felt like one of those waxy, you know those sweets that you used to get as a kid that used to look like a pretend lipstick, but they were sweets, but they were quite waxy and quite crunchy. Yeah, this feels like one of those. This feels like one of those pretend lipsticks that you played with as a kid. Well, I've just dug my finger in the side of it. The lip balm, the lip scrub was. So I'm not looking forward to trying the lip balm now, because I feel like it's going to be a similar formula. If it is, it's going to get decluttered. I'm not messing about this year. If it's not working for me this year, I'm getting rid of it. That's why I'm debating about that W7 II Captain eyeliner, because am I really going to wear that over any other black eyeliner in my collection? I don't know. Anyway, talking of eyeliners, let's go on to the eye products I've picked out. So my eyeliner I've picked for the month is a Revolution Streamline eyeliner in the shade Purple, because I thought, you know, I'm doing a lot of pink looks, I want a bit of purple in my eyes. So this is brand new, not being used. So let me give you, oh, it's a beautiful purple as well. It's a stunning purple. There it is there. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a go, and yeah, have that in my waterline when I'm doing all my pink eye looks. I've brought in my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow in Set to Stun. And this is a beautiful shade. It's more like a topper, so it doesn't have much of a base to it, if I remember rightly. It does have a base, but it looks better over the top of, there it is there. It looks better over the top of an eyeshadow. So I like to put down like a matte eyeshadow and then this as a topper over the top, and it's like a two and done sort of eye look. So I'm bringing that in. Talking of eyeshadows, I'm going to bring in this e.l.f. quad in the shade Rosewater. So lots of pinks there. Very, very pretty, and you know, sort of nice and sort of chilled sort of colours. I didn't swatch the dark one either. So there's a dark one as well to sort of deepen up the crease. So I thought that would be a nice sort of like subtle sort of eyeshadow look. And I could also use this matte here with the Colourpop, and I think that would look really nice. But I'm also going to bring in my Urban Decay Back Talk palette. This is actually in a project pan, and I have not pulled it out to play with because my project pan drawer is far too full for me to pull this in at the moment. So I thought if I pull it into Shop My Stash, then I'll definitely get some use on it for the project pan it's supposed to be in for. So the Back Talk palette has two sides to it. So on one side, and I'll take out the mirror that's in it. So on one side you have two blushes and two highlights. And then the other side you have the eyeshadows. Let me pull it on this side. And then you have the mirror the mirror that sort of slides in between to make this a two-sided palette. So yeah, this is actually in a project pan for double-sided, double-sided product in my Charmed Power of Pan project that I created for the Pantastic Ladies. So it's about time I pulled this out and had a play with it. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling this out for February. I think it's a beautiful palette to wear during the month of February, the month of love, and yeah, get a play with it. So that is my Shop My Stash for February. I've not given you the weights of these coming in because I will give them to you when I review everything at the end of February. So that is Shop My Stash for another month. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.